next to go? Yeah, who's next to go? I check the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube.
Buster, I am really gonna... Buster! Come here. Come here. Come here, you little shit. Be a good boy for once in your life. Are you done? Come here. Come here. Buster. Buster Henry. Buster. Come here. Come here. Hey, hey, that's what's my towel. Don't you dare. Buster. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, 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 leave that vacuum cleaner alone. Hey, are you ready to come in?
Come on. Let's go, come on. Got a pool. Let's go, come on.
Oh shit, that's home.
Come on. Go over here, mommy right.
Fun police.
Come over here.
Yes,
No, sir. Buster, get over here, yeah.
Buster.
He tried to, eh?
Buster.
That's hilarious. Buster's a piece of work, isn't he? How are you? It's Bondzee Live, Trippin With Bondzee on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Here we are. It's episode 282. I'm sitting here. I'm watching my Leafs. They were winning 2-0 the last time I looked over. It is now 3-2. 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Please go subscribe to the show, to everything, all my social medias, YouTube especially. I'd really appreciate that. Go watch our show on YouTube if you're not already, and just subscribe. It's real easy. Yeah, and then there's all the other socials as well. Let's get right to it. Tonight I got a great show for you. I'm really excited. Oh, man, I'm gonna talk about my time on set. It's the biggest movie I've shot to date with the most lines. Was one of 3 lead actors. There wasn't really a lead. All 3 of us sort of worked together the whole movie, basically. And we all had about, give or take, the same amount of lines. You know what I'm saying? Leo, thanks for tuning in. Jeff Schnurr, Phil Savage, my guy, Phil Savage. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you. Keith Keller, thank you for tuning in all the way from BC, my guy. Hope everything is going well out there. Listen, where else are we at? So, yeah, the movie was awesome. Then I did a TV show on Monday, which I'm not allowed to say. But if you keep watching, you're going to learn what it is, because I figured out a loophole. And so we'll get to that a little later, too. Also, I'm going to break down. I used to call myself fat ass all the time because I was a fat ass. I was over 200 pounds. I always promised myself, Bondzee, never getting over 200 pounds. In 2014, from 2012 to 2015, I was running half marathons and I was super skinny. And then I just went, you know what? World, life, double gun salute. Just didn't care. Anyways, I got really huge. I promised myself I'd never get over 200. I stopped weighing myself, but I know I was over 200 pounds. And you'll be able to see it in the pictures. The proof will be in the pudding for sure. So yeah, I mean, the before and after photos are awesome. I'm going to tell you all about it and my whole journey on there. Sean McCrae, thank you for tuning in from Nicaragua. Mike Finnegan, my guy, is watching from the United States of America somewhere. Mike, I forget where the hell you're from. And Mike, I'm really upset because I was supposed to see you in a few days. Excuse me, for the Glory Sun shows down in the States, in the US of A. But I'm not able to go. Which sucks, but it doesn't suck. There's just too much going on right now for old Gregory Scott. So, listen, you enjoy those shows, bro. Please go live if you can. And yeah, thanks for tuning in tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, what else? Oh, and I'm gonna go off tonight on this bitch in Chicago. Oh my God, folks, wait till you see this video and hear the story about the shenanigans and this bullshit stunt that she tried to pull off to try to get these poor Chicago nightclub bouncers thrown in jail, which is exactly where her horrid ass should be. Okay, horrid for anybody. I know it sounded weird there. It sounded like a bunch of words. I said horrid. HORRID. I don't know why I needed to felt the need to clarify that, but I did. Fuck. These things are, I'm telling you, are going to be the death of me. If you're smoking them, stop. I got to stop. Oh, man, I'm telling you, every time I take a hit off these, I took one right before the show started, and I cannot stop coughing right now. For whatever reason, they're just grabbing my throat and lungs, and it is a nightmare. Blueberry ginseng tea, though, by the way, delicious. Sharon Keller, thank you for tuning in for a BC. I really appreciate it. Toronto Dan, thank you for tuning in as well. Illinois, Mike Finnegan, my boy, is from Illinois. Wonderful human being, folks. What else? Oh, Dummies of the Week and more. But seriously, wait till you hear about this bitch in Chicago. It's scary, actually. It's scary if you're a male. Really scary if you're a male, but it's scary if you're a female too. And I'll get into that coming up later as well. Right on. Okay. Where should we start? Oh, guest coming up. Brother Elsie. I reached out to them again. They'll be coming on at some point. I know they will. Pharaoh Minx talked to those guys just recently. We're still working on a date where old Bonzarelli is going to go up to their like jam and studio and stuff and have a sit down and like a hangout and just we're going to record it all. And we're going to make it really cool. And JJ Wild, dude, you got it. This new song. She's got a brand new song coming out Friday. I saw a little clip of it on Instagram. Go check out her Instagram. It is unreal. This song gets you going. I cannot wait to have her on the show. She'll be coming on this show at some point in 2024. Two of her managers have promised me that, and JJ herself has promised me that as well. Okay, sponsor. Let's get that out of the way, and then we'll jump right into this. All right. Sponsor is The Coop. My guy, my brother, my middle brother, year and 9 months younger, he's co-owner of the Coop in Waterdown. This is a great chicken wing place, but they also have formidable burgers as well, which is mind-blowing. You would think, well, they're a chicken place. Well, yeah, they are, but they have amazing hamburgers, the chicken burgers to die for, and so are their wings. And folks, if you're on into the booze, unlike myself here now, they got boozy brunches on Saturdays and Sundays. Go drink your face off. $20 for a bottle of champagne and some orange juice, and then you can crush some wings and stuff. I don't know. I don't date anymore, but it sounds like a cool date thing to do on a Sunday. No, I don't know, but go check them out. That's a Coop in Waterdown. There, I said it. We got it done. That is my obligation for my sponsor. Since forgotten. Let's talk about the movie I did. This is the cast crew right here. I don't think that's everybody in the crew, but it's a whole bunch of them for sure. We had a wonderful time filming this movie. The crew was amazing. I cannot stress enough how amazing they were. They treated me and the other two cast members like gold, like we were royalty. It got really hot. So we were filming in a couple of different rooms in this location, and it got a little stuffy in there at times, and they would literally be fanning us with like books or paper, whatever they had to try and keep us cool. And so we wouldn't sweat and stuff on set too. But anyways, I have nothing but amazing things to say about the crew, the director, the director of photography as well. Super professional. I loved it. It was my first time getting to interact really intensely with the director, being in the entire movie. Like I was in every scene. So you know, it was amazing to be hands-on with the director. It was hands-on with the other two actors that were in, you know, we were all in close proximity for 2 days. And the first day we filmed 13 hours, and the second day we filmed for 9 hours, and we got it all done. And I'm really excited to share this movie with you because, yeah, it was my first, my first movie with the most lines. Not my first movie with lines, but the most lines, and just being like the guy, like the number one actor on it. And so it was pretty cool. Wade says, I'm sitting on the beach drinking beers and eating tacos, so it's kind of like champagne and wings. It kind of is, Wade, if you think about it, really. We'll call it the Mexican Wade champagne and wing special. I hope you're having an awesome time down there, dude. And I'm excited to hear this fancy, wonderful news you've got coming up in the coming days or months. so you put it on your social media. But anyways, enjoy your time down there, my guy. You fully deserve it. All right. What else? So yeah, day one went really smooth. A lot of lines. I was nervous. I was even running through them on my way down. But I didn't need to. Like I was locked in. But it is funny. I'll full disclosure. There'd be times where the director be just about, so he's going through his motions. He goes, okay, sound. They go rolling. Yep, check. Okay, cameras. Yeah, okay, check. And then by the time, so he's got like 3 or 4 check things, and then it's like action. Well, when he was going through the checkpoint a couple times, I'd be like, in my brain, I'm sitting here with 2 dudes, and I'm just like, I might as well have been staring into a black hole and just going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what's my line? What's my line? What's my name? Where am I? What's going on? You just totally blank out, but you can hear him, and it's like tick, 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 tick. Bob, come on, you can't fuck this up. Tape's rolling, action, and then boom, you roll right, and it just comes to you. And like literally 0.5 seconds before that, you had zero clue what you were about to say. And a couple of times we'd be filming, rolling along, and I'd have like, a paragraph to say. So I'd be rolling through, and I'd be like, nailing it. And all of a sudden you go to roll to your next line, and it's just like, line, please. Or you ask buddy, like, so you sort of do it under your breath. You're like, what's my line? What's my line? And he either knew it or he did it. Sometimes they know it and sometimes they don't, because you don't usually learn your castmates' lines. You learn the last 3 words of their lines so that you know your cue. You know what I mean? Anyways, the guys I worked with too, the 2 castmates, we spent a lot of time together. I got some cool pictures here. This poor bugger right here, he was in an orange jumpsuit the whole time. Actually, I showed that one already. Right here. There's my guy. And then yeah, Francis is to my right. I guess, yeah, that'd be my right, but I guess it'd be my left shoulder. I don't even know how you're seeing it, but the dude in the blue in the vest is Francis, and the guy behind him is Daly. And I had a wonderful time working with those guys. It was a real pleasure. I got to go by and see this on set and check it out. To see what it looks like on camera. And it was cool to finally get to do that. I never got to do that in any of the other movies I've been shooting before. So, it was really cool to be hands-on and be professional and not screw up too much. And we really did have a great time. Long days for sure, but they fed us super well, pounded back a copious amount of coffee. Probably a record for me. 2 days, I'm probably was at about 13, 14 cups, plus a huge, like one of them Monster Energy drinks, which I don't think I've smashed one of those in like 10 years. Okay. That's probably 15's a stretch, but about 10 years. And I even have one of those. Listen, it's long days. You're trying to stay sharp and focused and remember your lines. And, it gets tough after you're filming 9, 10, 11, 12 hours. You're like, fuck. Check your notes real quick for your lines. You're like, okay, yeah, I know. And then because you film scene by scene, so it's easier to break it down that way. And yeah, I mean, everything went so super smooth. So I can't say enough good things about it. I really hope to get to work with some of these people again. We had a wonderful time on set. And I'm dead on about telling the story, and I think I'll tell it. It's really funny because I should have known, and I've got to be a little smarter sometimes. But after we all wrapped up and everybody had big hug fest and congratulations to the cast, the crew, everybody. One of the kids came over. He was the props design and manager guy. Okay. And this is really funny, actually. And especially some of the people that are watching will fully get and understand this story and the hilariousness of it. Okay. So this kid comes over and he goes, we do the hug, we get a selfie and everything. And he goes, oh, by the way, Bondzee, it was a real pleasure working with you and stuff. You did really great. He goes, I just wanted to say, let you know, my dad says hi. And I looked at him and I was like, oh, I think, who the fuck is your dad? Like, how would your dad know? I'm on. He's like, my dad's Dean. And I just went, whoa, my heart sunk. And I should have known because on the sheet with my the lyrics, my lines on the bottom, it said final edit done by so and so Blundell. I never even thought twice about it. I didn't put two and two together. Anyways, kid comes up and he goes, "Yeah, my dad says hi," and I was like, "Who's your dad?" He's like, "Oh, it's Dean." And I should have known too because he looks like him. And yeah, it was hilarious because it's funny because 5 hours prior, Bondzee was in the holding area with my castmates and was talking about podcasts. And they were asking about mine because we all jumped on each other's socials on Insta and that. And I saw that I did a podcast. So we got chit-chatting podcasts and this and that. And I said, yeah, and I used to work for Dean Blundell, blah, blah, blah. And anyways, it carried on for a little bit. And they were asking me questions about Dean. They knew Dean. And I said, yeah, he used to work for The Edge, but is that where you were from? No. Oh, did you work for him on The Fan? No. His podcast network afterwards, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you work for Dean anymore? Well, it's a long story. Not really. I decided to take a summer job. Dean didn't like that. I got pissy and we no longer work together. It's pretty simple, actually. Not a big deal. No harm, no foul. I said, it's just how it goes in Dean's world. It's, it's either Dean's way or no way. It's like the world revolves around Dean. And that's all I said. And we moved on. Day over. Then the kid comes out. So after my heart sunk, after he told me it was Dean's kid, he didn't bring anything up. We sort of chuckled, and I was talking about it with my castmate on the way out. And I said, I didn't say anything bad about Dean. And I know I didn't because I've never said anything bad about Dean. I have nothing bad to say about Dean. And he's like, no, you didn't. I was like, okay, great. So we're standing there waiting for the director to come out. And he comes, the people are starting to filter out after the director gave his little spiel. And the kid comes out and he goes, oh, hey, Bondzee, well, one last thing. By the way, you're right about my dad. He just gets this shit-eating grin on his face, looks at me, smiles, says, take care, Bondzee, and turns around and he was gone. And I thought that was so funny. Such a great moment. I'm glad he waited until the end of the long day to tell me that he was Dean's son. But yeah, you never know who's going to be around. And that's why you should never badmouth people. And I'm glad I didn't badmouth Dean. And again, I had no reason to badmouth Dean. But it was pretty funny. Small world. Dean's kid's a wonderful human. That kid's going places. He's got a wonderful, sharp sense for being on movie sets. And yeah, really, it was pretty funny. We had a great chuckle about that for sure. What else? Okay, that was pretty much wraps up Sins Forgotten. I heard this is going to be in post-production and done pretty quick. So I am looking forward to sharing this short film with you. It's movies like this where I get to do a bigger role in a smaller, way smaller indie tiny production, right? But I'm super thankful to be a part of these productions because it allows me to learn and grow and be better, and get my chops, for bigger and better things and network television and bigger Hollywood movies with huge roles in the future. Because I ain't doing this for fun and just to be some background schlub, okay? But you got to do that to get started, and that's where I'm at now. And these extra little roles with a lot of lines and stuff, I'm super thankful for, and I'm super thankful for being chosen for that role of Martin and Monty, prison warden extraordinaire. And I think I thought it turned out great. I was really happy with it, and I'm really excited to share that movie with you guys. Faux show. All right. What else? I'm pretty sure I can say this. I'll keep it minimal. I'm shooting a really wicked cool commercial, like a big time commercial, where you're all gonna see it if you watch sports or TV on the reg. It's for the Toronto Raptors team that plays basketball down in Toronto, hoops. And OLG, that gaming society that ripped me off. Well, now they're gonna pay me. It's about time. I got it. I'm getting it paid back. So it's nice to see it come back full circle. But yeah, I'm really excited to shoot a commercial next week with the Raptors and OLG in Toronto. I'm not telling you where, but that one should look really cool on the old resume portfolio, which is growing week by week, which I'm super thankful for. And then I did a TV show on Monday, which I'm super sworn to secrecy. I got this huge email. You can't say this, and with social media, no pictures, no mention, blah, blah, blah. We can sue your ass. I was like, okay, fuck, I'm not going to say anything. Fair enough. Like, I get it. I'm not going to say nothing. So, and what's worrisome is I did before, but I don't think I ever got those heavier warnings before. But maybe rules changed. I don't know, but I'm going to have to go down and maybe pull those old posts or check the old emails, because this last one was strict, and it was like, no mention of social media, not the name of the show, no pictures in your kit, whatever you're wearing, blah, blah, blah. But here's what I can tell you. And if you're sharp and you're listening, you'll know what the show is, that I'm going to have 3 episodes coming out later this fall, because my son, Brad, who is also an actor, my youngest son, was on an episode of this show back last October. And his agent posted yesterday that Brad is going to be on this show. No, on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, which was yesterday. That Brad's going to be on this show. His episode's going to be out in October. And the show's called See No Evil. And I was like, oh, hey, that's cool. Hey, Brad, I text him. I'm like, yo, I'm going to be on that same show. I was like, when did you film? He's like, oh, October. He filmed in October, and his episode's coming out in September. That's how it is going down. So I filmed after him, my episodes. So if you were listening there, caught on. I did not tell you what show I was going to be on. I told you what show my son Brad's going to be on. Hey, listen, it's dog eat dog's world, and I just found a loophole, and I did not tell you verbally out of my mouth what show I was going to be on. Told you what show Brad was going to be on. And you can catch him on his episode of See No Evil in September. And I'll let you know when it's on, okay? Good. Moving on. Okay, let's get to the transformation, shall we? I'm really excited. I'm 120 days is nothing to scoff at. It's 4 months. It's a dedication. And I've tried many, 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 many times to do this over the last few years. I'd go a week. I'd go 2 weeks. Sometimes I'd bust out a month even, only to fail at time after time after time. But this time, I was supposed to do this carnivore diet, 120-day carnivore diet, because of two people. My brother, first and foremost, my middle brother, who was gung-ho he was going to do this. He's bigger than me, larger belly than me, and needed to lose weight as much as I did. And he's like, we're doing it. And Joe Rogan is the other person. I listen to Joe Rogan a lot. He's heavy on the carnivore. He put me onto this other doctor who's been on the show, who's been on Carnivore Diet for, he's on his 8th consecutive year of Carnivore Diet, and has never been sick, has had no ill side effects whatsoever. And the guy is absolutely jacked and in the best shape. Okay, so I wanted to, and Joe Rogan don't look like no slouch either, does he? Guy's absolutely jacked, super healthy, and he has his cheat days. But for the most part, he's chucking nothing but meat and eggs down his gullet. Now, on carnivore, there's a couple of little sort of side things you can do or not do. You could choose to have or not have honey. I choose to have honey in my coffee in the morning. Pretty much my only cheat, because I choose not to have dairy, even though you can have dairy on carnivore. Cheese, yogurt, blah, blah, blah. I chose to, I love cheese. I'm lactose intolerant, but I still have cheese, and I still had a love for cheese. But I decided to go dairy-free as well as whilst doing the carnivore diet. And full disclosure on all of this, I on my first 4 days in was going swimmingly. All I ate was steak and chicken, fried in butter only, salt and pepper, no sauces, and 2 eggs, 1 duck egg, 1 fried egg, 2 meals a day. So 4 eggs and a different meat at each meal. Day 4, I spent the next 2 days in bed, shitting out of my ass through the eye of a needle. I was pretty sick. I flu-like symptoms, felt like garbage. But it was basically just my body freaking out that it was not getting carbs, sugar, only meat, and yeah, and just water. And my body was like, what in the hell are you doing to me, bro? Anyways, once I got over that, about 2 days in bed and multiple trips to the bathroom to flush and cleanse myself out. No throwing up, don't feel good in your belly, but it's more, the backside, if you will. But I stuck with it. And by golly gee, a month went by and I was starting to feel so much better. I was starting to see results already. I lost a lot of weight really quickly. I think I lost 12 pounds in 13, 14 days to start. And then I plateaued out. And on this 120 days, I went to Florida right off the bat, but still maintained a pretty solid maintenance program on the carnivore diet. Had a couple of cheat meals down there for sure. Now, listen, I totally did about, I'd say about an 85 to 15% rule, 80, 20, somewhere in that range. I'd have one cheat meal a week. I would have, and most of my cheat meals basically only consisted of eating out at Osmos, because I love their sauce on top of the chicken and the rice. So it was basically the only thing I was really cheating was I was eating rice, and some sauce on top. Anyways, and then I'd scarf down some ice cream and chocolate for sure, because that's my total kryptonite. But other than that, that was it. And then, so, 1 month turned into 2 months. Ended up down in Nicaragua. It stayed on the maintenance plan. When I got there, people started to already notice a huge difference. I'd lost at this point pushing 20 pounds almost, and was feeling awesome. Continued to train down there. As we know, I had too many strokes, which was an eye opener. Now, I'd already planned on quitting alcohol when I got back from Nicaragua, but having that mini stroke, the two, was definitely the push that I needed for sure to solidify. Yeah, like Bonds, let's definitely get off the booze and stay off. And I have. So now we kept soldiering. I got back from Nicaragua. I kept going to the gym 6 days a week. I was pounding out wicked workouts. Like I said, eating twice a day, 2 protein shakes a day. And I used an app called Macros. And it was amazing. It tracked my protein, my carbs, my fat intake, and my calorie intake. And listen, I'm going to show you some pictures here. Here's old Tubby at the start. I mean, I'll show you a bunch where I was, grossly overweight. And, I guess when you just see yourself so much, look at the size of that belly hanging over there. Oh my God. It was a wonder I was able to even golf with a huge belly like that. But, yeah, I mean, look at my face there. I look like I'm about to explode, for Christ's sakes. Here's another one. My face, I was just like, that was an acting gig. And I, when I saw myself on that golf video, man, I'll tell you, it scared. Look at what a fat pant load Oompa Loompa I was. And I just didn't care. I just didn't. Like, look at those man titties. Look at that. It's gross. I'm like double wide there at what I should be. And I wasn't. Look at how thick and fat and gross my arms are. Okay. Here's 90 days in. I'll show you 90 days. This is 90 days. This is the transformation. We're 3/4 of the way through. I'm feeling good there. I'm super pumped. And yeah, so here's sort of a breakdown of what I would eat. Like I said, a duck egg and a regular chicken egg. With about 6 ounces of steak for lunch or supper. And if it wasn't steak, it was usually chicken. And the odd time I would throw in a pork chop, but not hardly at all. It was mainly steak and chicken only, and a tiny bit of fish when I was away, but hardly at all. And yeah, and I just coffee, tea, water, and that was it. No booze for 65 days now. And I just started to lean out even more after the booze. But I do have to have full disclosure again. When I quit drinking, I didn't cheat on no ice cream, no chocolates, none of that bullshit when I was drinking and doing the carnivore, because I wasn't hungry, not because I was drinking, and I wasn't wanting all those sweets and stuff. But ever since no booze, holy shit, is it ever hard to not crave those stuff. So I have been struggling a bit, and I've been cheating. I should be even a little leaner than I am on day 120, but it's not like I'm sitting here scarfing tubs of ice cream or anything. I'm going in for a few scoops after supper or whatever. And, you know, maybe I told you they put out those Reese's Pieces caramel. Oh, those things are the death of me. Holy shit. I've had a few of those too. Okay. I'm not going to lie. But other than that, been pretty strict. And here's what my workouts consisted basically every single 6 days a week, 1 day off. I'd go up, go in and do warm up 15 minutes, which included 100 calf raises, 100 squats, half with weights, half with not, 45 minutes of lifting weights, and then 10 kilometers on the bike, which equaled about 25 to 30 minutes of busting out on minutes on the bike, depending how fast I wanted to go that day. And yeah, I mean, it was, I take a multivitamin. People are wondering, well, where do you get your fiber from and this and this? And you know, you need carbs to build muscle. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm proof. And so are other people out there who I've been doing my research on. I take a multivitamin one a day. For the men over 50, guy, I'm that guy. 1 scoop of creatine daily, and 2 scoops of protein powder. And that's it. That's all I'm putting in my gullet. And listen, I've come a long way, and I feel amazing. So here's the final results. I mean, I'll show you. Here it is. There's some before and afters right there. Boom. I'm really proud of these. And yeah, man. I mean, look at the man titties and the side fat there compared to that. There's some nice cuttage there. We're leaning out quite nicely. There's another view there. There's side by side of the 90-day and 120. Boom. There's another shot. Sun's out, guns out. Definitely leaned out. It's not as round. You can see, like, even in from day 90 to day 120, definitely leaned out even more. There's side profile. Woo! Look at that. Wait till you see the side profile side by each in a minute here. There's close up the pecs and the old the guns out. Check this out. Boom. I can't believe the difference. I can't believe how fat I let myself get. And I can't believe where I've come to now in 120 days. By golly gee, I am super damn proud of myself. Concertaholic, I just saw your whatever you say. I'm at a loss for words here because I'm staring at this. I can't believe the difference. The Reese's with the caramel in it is goddamn heroin. Now, thankfully, I've never done heroin, but I've heard heroin is really, really awesome. It must be, or 90 trillion people wouldn't get addicted to it. But my, you know, that stuff is heroin is so good. But anyways, huge difference. I've come a long way. I don't plan on stopping. I'm going to add 60 more days to the lean out process. I'm going to continue on the carnivore and not really change anything. Maybe add some avocado, and add some berries. And that's about it for 60 more days. And then I should really be where I want and physically, want to be. And then we'll just stick to a maintenance program after that. Incorporate a little more vegetables after that, and we'll just stay on a nice even keel. Listen, I'll tell you the pros and cons about all of this. Blood pressure meds, 15 years I was on those goddamn things. Pain in the ass, to be quite frank. Gone. Off of them. 100%. See you later. My blood pressure is normal every single day. I take it 2 or 3 times a day, and it is always normal. So I'm super thrilled about that. Yes, quitting drinking has a lot to do with that as well. But the carnivore diet definitely does too. Psoriasis on my skin. Check this out. The one with the tattoo on the left, you can see the skin on the top. It's sort of like a bubble. And then there's the other one, which was worse in the middle. And that one in the middle would like actually start to ooze and stuff, like pus. And it was diagnosed as I was starting to get psoriasis, and these were starting to grow. And you can see on the picture on the right, they're gone. Like they're gone in 120 days. Now, a couple of things. I stopped drinking. So that's one thing. Yes, I changed soaps. I started using an all natural purpose soap, but I have stopped eating processed foods. And all that bullshitting chemicals and nonsense is not going through my body anymore. And I'm telling you, it's gone. No more psoriasis. It used to be at the top of my butt crack as well. And in between, where my legs meet my thighs, gone. No more problem. No more cream on the daily. Gone. Joint pain. Wicked elbow, knee, wrist joint pain from 20 years of painting and playing sports all my life. I wouldn't say it's gone, but on a scale of 1 to 10, it went from an 8, it's down to like a 3 or 4. And night and day, the inflammation is just not there. Again, because I'm not eating processed foods, no processed foods whatsoever. I've noticed a massive difference in my sleep habits, my overall sharpness and well-being. Yes, again, contribute that to no alcohol as well, but it also, I contributed to the carnivore. It's a combination of everything, but it's worked for me. No more bloating. I used to get so bloated after eating certain things. Now I don't deal with any of that. My poops, fully regular. Nothing's changed. In fact, it's a million times better. Way cleaner. Not to be gross, but way cleaner. Saving a fortune on the shit tickets. It's just way healthier. Comes out like a charm. Listen, this might not be for everybody, and I'm not saying it is. I'm not sitting here preaching for all of you to go on carnivore diet. I would highly recommend this. Try it for 30 days. You got nothing to lose. You will notice a difference in 30 days from trying carnivore. It is hard. My brother and sister quit after 2 or 3 days. My good friend, I won't mention his name. He tried a few times because he wanted to try and keep up with Bondzee, and good on him, but he failed. And he admitted it. He's like, Bonds, I can't do it. He said it was hard. I found this the easiest diet lifestyle. I hate the word diet. I like the word lifestyle change because it was a lifestyle change. I went from chucking fast food in my gullet 5, 6, 7 days a week, no gym, no running, no cardio, sitting here recording in this chair 7, 8, 9 hours a day, doing nothing and not caring, to caring. And I feel a million times better. And man, my skin's way healthier. Everything is healthier. Okay. I ordered my shrooms. They're going to be here, I think, tomorrow. I'm so excited to get back on that too. But listen, try it for 30 days. I know it's sort of tough, but listen, getting to fry steak every day in butter and your eggs in butter and not have to worry about, I did go for my blood test today. I will be sharing my blood results with you. I wanted to have that done in time. It just didn't work out that way. But I did. I was at the blood clinic today, got blood. But I think that's another thing. Besides my blood pressure, my cholesterol numbers are way lower than they were in 2022 because I had blood work done when I had the stroke. And I was already all of December, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of January, and a bit of November. So I was already well into the carnivore diet when I had my strokes, and my cholesterol level was lower, believe it or not. And no, again, for those people who are wondering, the carnivore diet did not cause my strokes. So says the heart and stroke specialist. Okay. So I'm just saying what the doctor told me. They are not concerned whatsoever with me being on the carnivore diet. He did recommend that I incorporate some vegetables in my diet when I was ready, when I hit my goals. And 120 days in, I'm not quite where I want to be. So we'll add 60 more days, and then we'll start adding in some veg and getting back on a bit of that stuff. But I really don't miss it, man. I really don't. I thought I would miss broccoli huge, sweet potato I love. It's a fucking trillion degrees in here today. I don't know why it's so hot in here, but I'm dying. Anyways. Where am I? Where was I? Yeah, anyways, cons of the carnivore diet. People are wondering what's the cons. I miss going to Wendy's and eating like a pig. I miss their spicy chicken sandwiches with extra mayo. I miss pepperoni, green olives, and bacon on pizzas. I think I've had 1 or 2 little tiny slices, not even a big fat slice of pizza since I've been on carnivore. I for those who know me, I would have chosen pizza to live off for the rest of my life, hands down, and I haven't even touched it. There's really there's no cons. I haven't found one except missing food, but I don't really miss it because eating steak every day is pretty good to me, quite frankly. I've tried all the other diets and a lot of them suck. But getting to eat meat and chicken fried in butter. Now, I'm not talking gobs and gobs and gobs of butter. I measure everything. Talking 1 tablespoon of butter per each. Like I said, if I'm frying a steak, it's 1 tablespoon of butter. If I'm frying a couple eggs, it's half a tablespoon of butter. Plain and simple. 1 cheat day a week. It's marvelous. I don't go crazy, but listen, I didn't get to this from fat lard here, being fat lard, to skinny belly by cheating and not going to the gym and stuff. This did not happen because I took Ozempic. This was because I dedicated myself to 4 months in the gym and a proper lifestyle, and I was due. Listen, I was due. Not everybody just ups and goes and has strokes, okay? Mini strokes. I don't know where I'm 50 years old. So I was due for a change, and I did it. And I know a lot of people out there. And that's okay. I know you didn't think I could do it. I know you did. Wade told me. And Wade didn't think I could do it. Sarge, my kids, I didn't think I could do it at some points until I had the mini stroke. Then I knew it was on. I knew I could continue on the carnivore, no problem. And I knew I could quit booze when nobody else thought I could. And listen, we're 65 days in, and I don't plan on starting anytime soon. And we're going to keep rocking this. My boy Brock says, good job, dog. He sure bloody would be proud. I can hear him right now. It's about bloody time, Bonds. Like, Gripes, I've been trying to get you to be freaking skinny forever. Let's go. And he would be proud. And I'm proud. I look at his picture every single day before I go to the gym. And it's the extra motivation I need when I ain't really feeling 100% like it. Though these days I literally I'm bouncing and craving to get out of here from behind this microphone and go to the gym and bust out a solid workout and then a solid 10K on the bike every day. I've never felt better in my brain from my PTSD trauma and all the bullshit, the depression. My sleep is amazing. My thoughts are so much better. There's no more darkness. I wrote a song. Actually, I should have played some of it. I'm not playing it live, but I should have played the video. It's on my social media. You can go check it out. But I wrote a song. It's called No More Darkness, because I've lived in darkness since 2009. Some heavy darkness at times too. And I know some friends can attest to that. They've been with me through thick and thin. And I really have to give some kudos to, and I'm not going to mention any names. You know who you are. And there's a bunch of you that called me, sent me some wonderful messages after I played a couple of verses from that song I wrote, which was hard for me to write. It's something I've it's been down here and in here for a long time, but I could never put it to paper or type it out or write it and to put chords to a song. I don't know how to do that, but I fucking learned and I did it. And it sounds, I think it sounds great. People told me it sounds great. I'm super proud of being able to step out of my comfort zone and go do something, not drinking, and go and learn how to not just play the guitar. I'd already been learning how to play it, but I learned how to write a song and put chords to it. And I'm pretty damn proud of that. And I'll play it in due time. But listen, nothing but good things have been happening for me since I quit drinking and on this carnivore diet. And I feel great, and I want to continue to feel this way at 50 years old, because I ain't getting any younger. It's only going to get harder from here. In life, with staying in shape, and losing weight. It was hard this time. I was a fat bastard. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I was huge. Look at that. That is disgusting, Gregory Scott. Like, I can't believe I let myself get that. Look at the goddamn neck. I don't even have a neck there. Like, holy, disgusting. Anyways, I did it. I encourage you and you to try and do it too. If you're feeling down on yourself, summer's coming. You got 3-4 months. Let's go. Let's do it together. I'll help you. I've already been helping people. They reach out. They, no, listen, they failed, but that's okay. I failed 100 times since 2016, 2017 till now. So listen, jump on board, try to do it. Give yourself 30 days. Don't set any huge goals. Baby steps. Come along with me. I'm going to do it for 60 more, and then 60 more after that, and 60 more after that. Let's go. Jump in. Lisa says, I believe in you. I believe in me too. And I haven't believed in old Gregory Scott in a long time. And I hope I don't sound like I'm preaching here to you folks, because I'm not. I'm preaching joy from me that I've never really got to preach before, because I've never fucking felt like this before. I've never felt this good since 2009, when my life changed in an instant. I didn't ask to be there that night and watch that kid get hit and killed by a train in 2 Mississippis, of seeing him sitting there. I didn't ask for that. I didn't want that. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody, but I got it. I was chosen to be there. And I believe that now. And there was reasons I was there for sure. And I'm okay with it now. I've made peace with it. Finally. Took me a long time. Believe me, you. Some dark, dark, dark days in between. On the booze, drugs, suicidal thoughts. It's crazy. Everything. And now, man, those are fucking the furthest things in my mind. Gonzo. And that's the way I want to be, and that's the way I want to stay. And this carnivore has helped change my life. Thank you, Joe Rogan. Thank you to my brother Ryan for pushing me to give me the push to go and do this. Even though you left me after 2 days, you son of a bitch, and your wife. But I did it, and that's all that matters. They don't care about anybody else. Not to be rude, but I don't care if any of you do it, or stick to it, or don't stick to your goals. That's okay. Goals are meant to be broken, and rules are meant to be broken. So you'll try again one day. And when you're ready, by golly gee, you'll do it. I was ready. And that's that. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. I'm going to show this picture one more time, just because I'm so blown away. I just can't believe it. I really, really can't believe it. 4 months, I was able to transform myself from a fat lard, a pant load, to and terrified to be shirtless on camera, to this, and feeling mentally better than I ever have. And wait till I'm back on microdosing of the shrooms with the psilocybin. Look out, world. Bondzee is coming. I've been on one, and I'm going to stay on one, and I'm super proud. So sorry if I sound like I'm going on and bragging and stuff, but I kind of fucking deserve this after 120 days and years of hating myself and not feeling really good about myself and not wanting to be here and be alive. So we've come a long way, and I'll take this extra few minutes. So yeah, sorry if it sounded like that, but anyways, moving on. Life is awesome, Keith, and certainly didn't believe in that for many years. And now, boy, oh boy, I got 2 awesome sons who are going places and are so wonderful. And they're young. They're only 25 and 22. And I want to see them when they're 62 and 72. I want to live to 100. That's a goal. I don't even think I've taken a breath in this whole podcast. 48 minutes I've been rambling. Holy shit. I didn't even look over there either. Wow. And the viewership's huge too. Guys, I can't thank you enough for tuning in and listening to me ramble week after week. The viewership has really grown over the past couple months. I'm not sure where the huge influx has come from, but I'm super thankful for it. It seems like, I don't know if the show's been better since I've been sober. I wouldn't really know, because I don't watch my shows back. Maybe you guys can tell me. I feel like I'm the same person, the same loudmouth, and in the same level and everything, but just, no booze, which is really bizarre. Quite thankful to be honest with you, man. Sweet Utopia, thank you, man. I'm really looking forward to you guys coming on the show. It was a pleasure to meet you. And when I met you guys, I was a piss tank dude, and I've come a long way, and I'm really proud of the man that I've turned into. And yeah, I should have done this a long time ago. You're damn right I should have. But hey, no PP wax here. I'm doing it now at 50, and I got another 50 to go. So I had a pretty awesome 50 years on booze and living crazy and married for 15 years. And now we're going to see what the next 50 brings. Okay. And I challenge anybody who wants to come and make themselves better. Hop on board, man. Follow me on the social, shoot me a DM. I'm happy to I take so many phone calls lately too of people that have been struggling and want to reach out. And I am here and I am thankful for everybody that reaches out. And I will give my time to anybody that needs it 100%. That's Bondzee's promise. Right on. Okay. Eve, thank you so much. She says, so proud of you, Bondzee. You're an inspiration. I've been hearing that a lot lately. Sort of hard for me to comprehend and take in because I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at taking compliments. So thank you. I have definitely seen them all. I've tried to respond to everybody over the past few days when I've, sort of been tooting my own horn about this 120-day thing because I haven't been on a 120-day of anything except drinking in a long, long time. And I did it. So there. Right on. Okay. Yeah, Sweet Utopia. Definitely got to chat. I'll shoot me a message. Love you guys. Love your music. And I want everybody else watching here to fall in love with you guys and know about you guys and come out to your shows. Okay. Right on. Let's talk about this crazy nut job in Chicago. This female. Now, I'm going to play the video. This video, it's disturbing, quite frankly. It's disturbing to watch as a male. It's disturbing to watch. It should be disturbing to watch as a female too. Female or male, nobody should be like this girl is in the video that I'm about to show you. This is completely disgusting. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds long. But it'll fly by and all of it's disgusting and it all needs to be seen and shown. So without further ado, watch this bitch.
So they are grabbing us immediately. So they are grabbing us immediately. They don't even give us a chance to walk out on our own.
Really? Wow.
I'm immediately grabbed by this man and he's grabbing my arm, he's pushing me, he's manhandling me, and what is going on? What is the issue here? Why are you guys kicking us out? Why are you screaming at us? And also, why are you grabbing me and manhandling me and dragging me, using my bag to pull me?
Oh, look at all that manhandling and grabbing and pulling. Boy. Ah, poor girl. Shocking. Boy, that security guard should be. What disgraceful, isn't it?
I'm just pushed down. He sends me flying down the staircase. Hysterical at this point. I think I start to kind of yell, scream back at him, kind of push back at him, and he takes me a second time and shoves me again and sends me flying down the rest of the staircase.
He does, eh? Wow. Look at you go tumbling. It's incredible you have no bumps or bruises or broken bones from that horrific fall down the stairs. Holy shit. Impressive. How dare he shove you and drag you down the stairs like that? All the way. Look at that.
It was the craziest experience I've ever
been.
It was completely, utterly ridiculous how much it escalated.
Yeah, look at that. Casually watch your sorry ass at the door, you lying, filthy bitch.
So
yeah, so you're a fucking liar. You should be in jail because let's take a second to think about what would have happened if that bar Hubbard's, well, I think I saw Hubbard's, didn't have those security cameras. Thank God they did for those bouncers, because those bouncers would have been in a heap of shit. Because we all know in North America, in our society, your ass is guilty until proven innocent. It ain't the other way around like it's supposed to be. It is until proven guilty by ass. Those dudes would have been in huge shit because all she needed to do was go to the police like she was going to, whatever she did there, and say that. And if there was no cameras, those dudes were in for one. Would have had to cough up, they would have had to get lawyers. They would have had to defend themselves and fight for their rights for something they didn't do, clearly didn't do in this video. Imagine how many other poor bouncers, dudes, people in general, women too, get manipulated and lied upon for somebody else's vendetta. Like, what? Like, why? The girl got asked to leave. Clearly, she got kicked out. Nobody's disputing that. You can tell by all the video evidence she has clearly done something wrong, and she was asked to leave. Her and her friends, a couple of them, it looked like. They were not, but by no stretch of the imagination were they manhandled once, shoved, pulled, dragged. I think she used every friggin' phrase in the book to talk about being assaulted. None of that happened. That shit is scary. That shit is scary. You know, when it's only hearsay, sometimes court of law, man, it does not go in a dude's favor. Look at that guy from the 70s show. There is, from what I understand, no evidence whatsoever of him having sex with those ladies. It was consensual. He said it was consensual. He thought it was consensual. There's no evidence except those two girls now saying he raped them. Their word over his, he's in jail. Those bouncers could have been in jail. If what she said happened actually happened, or the court of law thought it happened. Like, it's maddening. That shit just it's gut-wrenching. It's gut-wrenching. And she should, I think she should go to jail for 5 to 10 years. And I'm not even kidding. I think an example needs to be made out of shit like that. She got caught. And it's like, if you're going to pull off some bullshit stunt like that, don't you think you would take the time and have the common sense to look around and see if there's fucking video cameras before you're going to go spewing off and accusing multiple bouncers of assault on a female, which is a pretty huge deal. You don't touch a female as a male. Well, she said she got completely manhandled. I can't believe when I saw that video, man, my blood was boiling. I think she should be made an example of and should do 10 years. I think she should do 15, quite frankly. Maybe gets out after 10 if she behaves her stupid self and feels repentance in jail and maybe finds God or something. Then we'll let her out on good behavior after 10 years. Fucking lie like that and try and ruin people's lives, people's business. Oh, don't go there. The bouncers beat the shit out of ladies. That could be super detrimental and damaging to businesses. And it's hard enough to keep a goddamn business open these days. We don't need bitches like this going around and making it way harder. She should be absolutely friggin' ashamed of herself, and she should be in prison. Am I wrong here? Cripes. You imagine being married to that or being her boyfriend? And like, hey, you better be walking on eggshells, brother. No, thank you. Oh, I don't care if I didn't have sex for 20 years. I still wouldn't sleep with that thing. I'm sorry. She got me fired up there. 6-3. Yes, Dan. Thank you. 6-3 Leafs right now. We lost a tough one the other night to, was it last night? I think. I can't remember last night. I can't remember what I did this morning at this point. My brain has been so scrambled. It was nice to release all those lines from the weekend because I had like This is what I'm like, trying to remember. Now it's just like, oh, that movie's done. Boom. See ya. I totally erase and delete. I don't need to know those lines ever again. Okay, perfect. But yeah, that's enough of the Chicago girl. I can't believe I've been at this for an hour. We're gonna have to save the I want to talk about the porn star. Remember I told you something wasn't right. 3 porn stars dead in 2024 alone. And I mean, we're talking good ones. The last one, she just died down in Miami. The cops say foul play is suspected, just like I suspected. So I'm going to dig deeper into this. I don't have time to get more into it tonight. We'll save it for next week. But I do got to play a couple of videos before I get out of here. Oh, you know what I was going to tell you? I got a great band coming on in 2 weeks from now. They're called Royal Tusk. They're out of Edmonton. I know I got some people watching from Edmonton. Maybe you heard of them, maybe you haven't. Let's play a little bit of them right now so you can get a taste for what's coming in a couple of weeks. Ready? Here we go.
Well, it's time to take a look around, 'cause it's how it's gonna end up. So stopping nothing just to keep you down. So you better keep your head up.
Loving it. That's Royal Tusk. They are going to be coming on 2 weeks. Not next Wednesday, the next Wednesday, which is 2 weeks. You're welcome. Wonderful band. I love the sound. Really good to get into. And the lead singer, man, he's got some stories. Now, COVID stories, vaccination stories, just like myself. We're going to get into it all. Really looking forward to those guys coming on. Plus, I mentioned Pharaoh Minx real soon, JJ Wild, and I don't know, whoever else we get along the way, all right? So how do you like me now? Okay, some videos. Let's get into this bird. I have a thing with for birds. Not with birds. I don't know. Is it with birds or for birds? Anyway, I like birds, okay? And I like birds that are smart and smart-mouthed. And this one's pretty awesome. He likes to rock and roll with Google. Check this out.
Hey, Google.
Google's not listening to you. I know, you're asking her to play So What You Want by the BC Boys, and she's not answering you.
Hey, Google. That song. Hey, Google.
I like that song. I want this bird.
You like that song?
Chicka-bone, chicka-bone, chicka-bone. I wonder where I can buy this bird. I want it. I want it from the owner. Because the owner sounds like a bit of a bitch, if you ask me. It's like, Google doesn't want to listen to you. Well, I do. You imagine I have this bird on my show, on my shoulder for the show? We would go, we'd be a hit across the world. That lady doesn't deserve that parrot. I need that parrot in my life right now. Holy cripes. Okay. I don't know what the hell is happening here, man. I sort of contemplated whether to play this video. I'm going to give you the heads up right now. I'm going to put myself back on screen here. This video is goddamn disturbing at the very end. And I mean disturbing. Starts off, dude's on a motorbike. Now he's being chased by the police. He was being a bad boy. I don't know what he did. Not quite sure he deserved to go down like this. And listen very carefully to the conversation that goes on with the police officer and the dude on fire at the end. Ready? Watch this.
At Broadway right now.
This video is bonkers.
Copy that, Broadway. We're westbound, coming up on Allen Street.
Dumps the bike.
He's on foot. He crashed out.
Goes running. Gets tased, right?
Get on the ground!
Here. Watch this. Boom.
He's on fire! He's on fire! Get his thing with you!
The dude slowly goes on fire from being tased. He's running around. He's trying to put himself out. Holy correct. So we finally get the extinguisher. He's screaming, help me.
It's all fire! Put your hands behind your back!
Come over here and spray this out.
Put your hands behind your back. Dude, he'd be lucky if he had any skin left on his hands, arms, legs, face. Put your hands behind your back. Listen, I know he ran from the cops, but I'm not sure. Pretty sure you know and saw because you were there. He exploded and was on fire from head to toe. And then for like a minute, too, by the way. And then the cop says, put your hands behind your back. I'm pretty sure he ain't going anywhere. Now, listen, I ain't no genius. I'm going to play this again because I can't.
Hands behind your
See if it
back.
restarts.
Put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand. Put your hands behind your back. The dude is on
None of
fire.
us can. Put your hands behind your back.
Holy Christ. I don't know. That is beyond bonkers to me. Speaking of blowing things up, here's something you should never do for all my boating friends out there. I'm sure you know, but listen, I'm just here to give you that little extra tip. Don't start the boat while you're getting gas. Jesus Christ is right. They're lucky they were not severely injured in that, man. What do you... You're lucky that's the only thing, man. What? Everybody in the world knows not to start a goddamn anything when you're filling it up with gas. One little spark, and then that happens. See you later. Oh man, this is probably one of the greatest videos I've ever seen in my entire life. Funny as hell. And buddy, he wins Dummy of the Week hands down. Watch this. This definitely will not go how you think. Hey! Could you imagine? I gotta put this goddamn phone away. Buddy goes out, take a piss. He's gonna drive or hops on the snowmobile that is still attached to their portable fish hut. Portable, all right. Watch this one more time. This is hilarious. Buddy thinks he's gonna be all alone for a minute, settling in. Talk about trip ruin. Good Lord, what a tool. Dummies of the Week. Rolling right along. Here's another one.
What is this guy doing? On a motherfucking...
That's wild.
My guy!
Two idiots on the highway on the saying goes, can't fix stupid. Well, maybe this guy wins Dummy of the Week. You tell me. Check this out. This is wild. I wonder how long it took before he realized he didn't have any wheels left on the back of the truck. Holy shit, I bet he got fired for that one. This guy, he's not a dummy. Play chess, not checkers. This video made me laugh. Watch this. Last one.
Yeah, I'm not fucking golf. And I'll be at golf for as long as I fucking want to be. I'll get the mower out for you when I get home. I'll be fucking home when I get home, and I'm playing tomorrow too.
Fucking hell, you told her, didn't you?
Oh, she didn't answer, but that's what I was going to say, mate. Yeah, I'm not fucking...
That's pretty funny, man. I had heard of that. Oh, I got one more. This is actually really funny too. But Buddy killed it on the old one. Now I've seen everything: a camera in a helmet and goggles strapped to a pulley system going back down the mountain. Wow! I don't want to go do that. That looks pretty fun. Anyways, that's it. That's all. I got to get out of here. Way past my bedtime. 12 minutes, as a matter of fact. Anyways, we had a great time tonight, didn't we? One more time. Check this out. So old Tubarelli here ain't Tubarelli anymore. You know what's one thing I didn't do? I forgot to step on the scale at the gym yesterday on day 120. But I'll do that. I'm not a big scale guy. I mean, the proof is in the pudding right there. I don't need a goddamn scale. I'm not a scale guy. I was doing the scale thing at the beginning just to sort of see, and then I stopped, and I haven't been on one since. But I'll tell you what, those pics look pretty good, and I don't need no stinking scale because the proof's in the pudding. I ain't fat anymore, and I still got a little bit of work to do, definitely. But the side-by-age comparison from day 90 to day 120 is pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with the results, the overall results. Boom, right there. Yeah, right on. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight and week after week, every Wednesday night. It's been a pleasure. It's nice being back on a roll and being back every Wednesday with each and every one of you. Can't thank you enough for tuning in. And I'm really looking forward to some great shows coming up with some great bands. You're really going to love them. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of the week. Have a super awesome weekend. And we'll catch up with you next week where we don't have a guest yet, or I'm not telling you who it is yet, but 2 weeks, like I said, is going to be, excuse me. Oh, man. These do not smoke these, okay? They're bad for you. Bad. I got to go through here real quick. I thought I had a picture I wanted to show you. You know what? Oh, I do. No, you know what? I'll save it for next week because it's not going anywhere. It's one of those things that's not going to be, it's still going to be funny next week. All right. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Patricia, I just saw your name somewhere. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. Lisa, thank you so much for tuning in. We got Denise. You guys are the best. I really appreciate it. Mike, as always, huge fan. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next Wednesday. Toodaloo. Adios. Gotta go. Bye.
What was that?
That was very strange.
It was very weird.
Peculiar.
It was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious.
Next to go, I check the line. Who's next to go?
Bondzee Live. Bondzee on YouTube.